Hello, my star family. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new here, my name is Petra, and welcome to Rockin' with the Stars. We are so happy to have you join the Star family because we are what? Blessed and highly favored over here. And if you believe that as well, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And also share to all the people you know are blessed and highly favored. All right, now let's get right into it with Star Shit of the Day. Hey y'all, how are y'all doing? I missed y'all. How was the holidays for you guys? I hope y'all had a grand time. I hope you guys spent the holidays with family, loved ones, friends, and if you didn't have that around you, I'm sending love your way. It's like we said in our last reading, it's all gonna get better, okay? But I gotta talk about what has transpired over the last few days and the way I've been feeling during this season because y'all, first of all, y'all already know I've been in a state of gratitude. That's all the time. Like, down to the posts that I've been posting, like, y'all, like, it don't take Thanksgiving just to be thankful or grateful, okay? Like, that should be a daily practice, because when you practice gratitude daily, your manifestations come in quicker, like when you least expect it, and it's just everything just flows and falls in the right place at the right time. So during these days, y'all, like I've been feeling lighter. Like we already told y'all about how this Sagittarius new moon was gonna be feeling, what the energy it was gonna bring for us. That is literally what it brought for me and everybody around me, honestly, at this time, because you know this Thanksgiving, it was just like, I gotta say, it was the most memorable Thanksgiving, and it was just full of love. Like we were surrounded by love. Like we were all here. If y'all don't know, I have three brothers, and then my mom, and my dad. So we were all here, and it was just like, this is something that we needed. And then my mom was off from work. She usually works, she works in a hospital, so they usually have either Thanksgiving off or Christmas. You gotta choose. So she was actually off this Thanksgiving, and she usually works every Thanksgiving. So I say, even that was even just like, wow, that's crazy. So yes, like we spent some time with loved ones, and it just felt light. The energy felt light. It wasn't no forced communication. It wasn't nothing like, we all said like how much we were grateful for us coming together, and that's why I have to touch on even in this, because not only that reconcile not only did I reconcile with my family, but I also reconciled with a friend that, like, we went to the same school and everything. Do y'all understand? Like, we went to the same school and everything, and we passed each other. Like, our path was just crossing each other. Like, we was both missing out on each other, and it wasn't until like literally this week, y'all, like, that we met in person and we had a fucking time, okay? Like, that was the most fun I've ever had in my fucking life. Like, that shit was so crazy. The way that the day, like, it was just flowing. Me and her, like, we were just like it was on some spontaneous ass shit. Like, she posted something on her Instagram. And she was just like, yeah, I want to go to a museum. I said, bitch, I want to go to a museum too. And from there, I was just like, it was just like, okay, like, you want to go here? I was like, hell yeah. So we went to the Color Factory. And y'all, like, it was such a great experience. It's in Houston, Texas. If you're not in Houston, Texas, I don't know if they got a Color Factory wherever you at. But it was just so beautiful. Like, it was just like, it was what my inner child needed. Like, that spontaneous shit, like, being spontaneous, I swear, like, not having everything planned to the T, like, your inner child would thank you, because the way we were just flowing, we was taking pictures, we were just doing things, like, they really took care of us. And it was like a little ding that y'all heard. Child, I don't got my notification on. That's weird. I don't know what kind of thing that was, but y'all, like, it was such a beautiful fucking moment, and we were so present. Like, yes, I have like so many videos of us and stuff like that, but it was just like, it was, I can't even explain it. It's just something that you just have to be there, like, to feel the energy that we were both exuding. And from there, we went to a crystal shop. From there, we went to eat. Like, everything flowed so naturally. I was just telling her, I was like, bro, this feel like we on a fucking date. Like, this is some shit that we supposed to be on a date with our persons. But I'm not mad that I spent this time with you. You know, like, the way everything just flew, like, it flew. It was just flowing so smoothly. Like, I've never had that, never experienced that ever in my life, you know? Even, like, from a standpoint, like, a date-wise, like, a nigga has never took me out on a damn date, but that shit was top tier. It was just like, nah. Like, I ain't settling for no bare minimum ass shit. When shit like that can happen, like, we can have experiences like that where we both enjoyed ourselves. Our inner child was happy. Like, everything throughout the whole night. I did not want the night to end. That's how great I felt in that moment. And it's so crazy how we both went to the same school and everything, and we just now, like, reconciling, you know? Like, we're just now, after years and years went by. And that's why I say, through the divine, like, it'd be so worth it. And we had, like, a whole reflection moment as well, because she just mind you, I ain't mentioned, y'all, she the first person I've ever brought to my house, y'all. Ever. That's crazy. Like, knowing, when it comes to me, when it comes to, like, a friend, I have never, like, brought anybody to the house, like, inside the house. Yes, you can come to by the house, like, if we on some, like, picking each other up or something like that. But nah, not inside the house. That's crazy. You feel me? Like, that's crazy. You feel me? Because, you know, you don't invite any kind of energy into the house willy-nilly. Even the roommate situation, that bitch never came into this damn house. And there's a reason why. You see. You see why. So it's so crazy, like, how things happened the way that it did. Because we had a whole reflection moment, because I was hearing from her perspective how things went down on her path, the people that she was surrounded by and stuff like that when we were all in high school. And obviously we weren't surrounded by the same group of friends or anything like that, but she was just going in on her perspective. And I was just like, wow, like, I used to feel so left out, because the way I treated high school, it was like in and out. Like, I treated that place so temporary. Like, the people I was meeting, I was not deep with none of them. You can't call me a best friend to none of these people that was in this high school. Like, y'all, this high school, like, I was just like, poop, poop, in and out. Like, none of these people, you would never catch me talking deep to none of them. And it's just like the divine knew, like, that I wasn't going to get through to none of them, you know? Because even me, I wasn't even a deep person myself in high school. It was all about, like, me healing my traumas through laughter and making other people laugh. So I was just a funny friend, you know? So it was never deeper than that. So obviously people weren't able to actually understand me and understand that I am a sensitive person, because I masked it in, you know, me being the funny friend, you know, which I am still funny. But it was just like, okay, bitch, now life is starting to hit me hard after I got out of high school and moved into that situation. Life hit me hard, so I said, I need people to take me serious, like, because life is lifing out here. You feel me? And that's how the shift happened. But in high school, it was just like, nah, I kept people at arm's length. You know, I say my little 1-2-liners that, you know, and it was not out of force, because, you know, people out here, they not really funny, and they try to force that narrative. It's just like, bitch, if you don't have it in you, I'm sorry. You know, y'all can see through here, like, through the shit that I say. Like, I put it in a way where, bitch, I'm an entertainer. Bitch, that's in me. You can't, yeah, you feel me? Like, you can't go to school for no shit like this. Like, yes, you can learn lessons, but bitch, that shit is in you. The way I tell stories, the way I talk, like, the jokes that I make, bitch, only I can say some shit like that, and it'll make you laugh, bitch, because that's in me, okay? But anyway, so that was me, you know? So she was telling me, and she was like telling me how like her path was and how deep it got, you know, from the people that she kept around her and stuff like that, and how they kept her trapped in these karmic cycles. And I was just like, oh my gosh. It was literally mind blown, because literally the people that she was talking about, I was in cahoots with as well, you know, after leaving high school, I should say. Let me not even say school. But after leaving high school, and I'm just like, bro, that is crazy. The way how you can be paired up with these people that bring messiness, bring drama to your doorstep, and you don't even be asking for that shit. But it's not until you cut ties with those people who are actually holding you back, you know? Because it be those friendships that you think like, oh, because I've had this friendship for years and years and years, you're supposed to keep on with that same friendship or relationship, whatever your situation may be. But it's just like, that's not the case. Like, some of these people are only in your lives for seasons. That's why I specifically treated high school like that. I treated high school like it was so temporary, like, because it was to me. Like, people came and went, and that's what the pattern I was seeing. So it was just like, what's the point of even getting deep with any of them? But you know, people have different stories and stuff like that. Some of them, they do have lifelong friends that they met in high school, but that was not the case for me. I saw that from the jump. So that's how I treated it as such. So it was just crazy how I was just reflecting on how my path was divinely guided from being so young. You know, while I was young, it was just divinely guided. Like, the divine knew, like, stay away from them. Stay away from them. Because the people, they used to say, they used to laugh at me saying, like, oh, I don't like her. But it wasn't out of me looking at the physical or anything like that. Like, I'm jealous of this person. It was like my intuition was up there. My intuition was up there, y'all. Like, I was tapped in this school, and I didn't even know until now, because I didn't have no damn spiritual awakenings. Well, not that I recall, you know, when I was younger. So it was just like, I would just see how people, I was in observation mode. Like, that's where I was. I was in the observer seat. So I was looking around, and I was just like, yeah, nah, I don't see me. Like, if I didn't see me in that person, because I knew I kept it real. I knew, like, even if I was funny, I kept it real in that joke. You know, I ain't gonna make a lie and joke and just to be funny. Nah, bitch. That's why, like, my jokes was funny, but it hurt and it hit hard. You feel me? And people didn't like that. But anyways, but yeah, I would see, like, the mask that people were wearing, you know, and I would judge it based off of that, and I'm like, yeah, nah, she ain't for me. Like, so it was a lot of, like, it was like, I didn't like half of the people there, and then some of the people I did like. Like, that's how it was, because I saw their energy. So people used to joke and be like, oh, she don't like nobody. I'm like, no, I know, because I can see. You feel me? Who I'm not gonna be gelling with. And it was some people, it was a lot of people in high school that I did not gel with. So it was just like, I just came to school, did what I used to do, went home, and kept it cute. That's what it was. So hearing, like, a different perspective where, like, you know, she was, like, in sports, she was in all of these different extracurricular activities. So it was just like, life, your personal life, and your school life is intertwined. So it's like, that's something that you actually have to learn. You have to learn those lessons, you know, the people in there, because it's like, it's all intertwined. You can't get rid of it. Me, I wasn't in no extracurricular activities or anything like that. So I didn't have a chance to learn those lessons, but it's like, I'm learning through her, because, like, she experienced that. And that's why I was telling her, I was like, girl, I'm grateful that you experienced it. And that's how I learned. Like, I learned through observing other people's experiences and learning from the lessons that they learned in that experiences. So I'll be like, okay, I know what I need to do now, you know, going forward. That's how I learned. And obviously things I have to experience as well, but I learned that way as well. So she was just like, man, like, I could, looking back, like, when we was actually talking, she was like, wow, I could see how these people kept me in those loops for a long period of time. And it's like, girl, like, I had to tell so many people, like, when they tell me their story, I'm like, do not hold yourself at fault for that, like, at all. Like, because you had to learn, you had to see that it was a pattern in order for you to make to make a change. And I feel like the only reason why it's happening now, where you're taking a life review, like we're taking like a whole life review of the people that we kept around us and stuff like that, and the way our path was, because we're right there. Like we are. I was telling her, and she felt that too, because she was saying that she felt like it felt like one of the best Thanksgivings that we ever had. And I felt that coming into 2022. I knew, like, it was just a knowing. I knew throughout the ending of this year, it was going to be a great fucking year. I knew we were going to be getting our blessings. So she was saying, like, yeah, she felt like lighter, like everything was flowing. Like, it was just like, it was a great day. And it was a great week, because, you know, we hung out and then we went back to celebrate Thanksgiving and stuff. And then she came yesterday. So it was just like, bruh, like, you know. So, and which is also crazy, because I usually don't, like, once I hang out with somebody one time, that usually be it, and then they go back into their own reality, and then whether they get consumed in it or what, or they have another lesson that they need to complete, you know, they are, you know, divine sets that up. This was the first time where we met again, you know, after that first time, but it was like so short. The time between it was so short, but we came back and was like, okay, you know. And I was like, that shit has never happened. So I was just like, whoa, like, this is crazy. And then the quote that I told her, because it stuck with me, because I think I was listening to a reading, and it was like, the teacher comes when the student is ready. Yeah, the teacher shows up when the student is ready. And that's why I feel like, even for the both of us, because she's teaching me things, I'm teaching her things, and then because we're both ready to enter into our new reality, our new chapter, where we're about to be getting these blessings, and you have to be careful about the people that is surrounding you. You feel me? And that's why I feel like it was so important for us to have this life review now in this season, because heading into this next season, where we will be creating, like, we already know what we're supposed to be doing. We are supposed to be creating, you know. And if we're creating and creating and creating, you have to be mindful of the people that is surrounding you, that wants to benefit off of whatever creation you make. You feel me? And she was already seeing, like, she was seeing, because she had to take a step out of the loop in order to see who's all around her and use her discernment. Even for me, like, because that's why I say, like, when it comes to isolation, it's so important for us to have that isolation, so we can sleep on it and use our discernment and see who are around us and see what our purpose is and where it's supposed to lead us. You feel me? So that's why I said it's important for us to isolate in order to reconcile. So isolation leads to reconciliation. Reconciliation. I need to see how to say this word, child, because it's hitting my ass, girl. Let me see. Isolation leads to reconciliation. If that's not how you say it, oh fucking well. Y'all know what the fuck I meant. But yeah, and it's so important, because we have to learn these lessons by ourselves. We can't have everybody around us that's draining us, that's, you know, taking our time and our energy, because we're going to be trying to fulfill their needs. And we both had that tendency of people pleasing, you know? So it's just like, they're able to drain us dry. And then we go back home to ourselves at night, and it's just like, okay, like, what can I do? I don't have no energy to pour into myself. So now she's taking this step, and she's able to see, like, okay, yeah, like, it's about that time where I'm about to have that final cutting. Like, it's like, I told her, I said, but you about to be slaying a dragon. Like, this is the last step. And if it's the same thing for y'all, like, y'all about to be slaying this dragon, it's so worth it to slay this damn dragon, because that's the final step. And I just watched, I don't know if y'all know Shantia Deja. She just had a video that posted. It was like, you about to step over the threshold. You right at the threshold. It was something like that. I gotta see. She was like, you right at the threshold. And I was like, I felt that shit. Like, I mean, the threshold, like, we right there, like, it's on the other side. We about to get our blessings. We about to get that divine partnership, that divine marriage, that the family, all this and there, all your desires is literally right there. But you have to do that work. You have to cut these people off. You know, it's going to be hard. And that's why I say it gets harder and harder once you get to that dragon level, where you actually have to slay that bitch. You feel me? So now it's going to come down to these long-term friendships that you had that are no longer growing anymore. If things have become stagnant, it's time for you to, you know what you got to do, because not, and when it comes to anything, a relationship or friendship, both parties have to do the work in order to evolve and grow. If one person only does the work, then that person that's not working or doing anything is going to be taking that time and energy from the person that is actually doing the work, and trying to make that person pour into them because they're operating in lack. And it's just like, no, those people, the people that aren't able to do the work on themselves, they can't sit with themselves. So they see somebody who's actually working to better themselves, and they're just like, oh my goodness, like, what are you doing? Like, I want to distract you now because I want you to go ahead of me. And that's how these people will show their true colors. It can be friendships that you've had for years and years. You notice that y'all can't sit down and talk to each other no more. You notice that y'all have nothing else to talk about but other people. That's a problem, because eventually you're gonna come to a point where you be like, okay, this shit not funny no more. I'm tired of talking about other people. Like, I need to be talking about myself, bitch, because life is life out here. I'm not getting no karma from talking about other people, because everybody got they shit that they got going on. Why are you talking about them? You feel me? And we all been in that loop, you know, we all been in that loop where we talking shit about other people and stuff like that. And then life hit us hard, and it's just like, bitch, that shit not funny no more. Like, that shit not funny. You feel me? Like, this shit happening to me now, because I'm talking about that bitch or his ass, you know, like. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I said people are being mindful about, one, the things that they consume, whether that's information, music, just anything. We are being mindful for the things that we consume, and we're also being mindful about the people that we are around or that are surrounding us, you know, because it's so important. Because the same people that's distracting you now when nothing is going on is going to be the same people that's going to be distracting you when you have your blessings, when you have shit actually going for you. You feel me? Like, so when I'm telling you, it's gonna be hard. Nobody said it's gonna be easy. Like I said, I keep it real. It's not gonna be peaches and creams, okay? Like, this shit has to happen. So you might be getting an inkling, like, okay, I think it's the end of the road for us. You feel me? Like, we already know, like, some people in our lives for seasons. Not all of them are gonna be here forever. So take emotions out of the mix and be focused. Like, have your focus on your purpose and have a focus on what you actually want to do. Separate yourself from what everybody else got going on, because they got their own path that they chose to follow in this lifetime. You got your own path that you chose to follow. That's why I said, like, even during this time, like, I was taking time to, like, figure out me. I was studying, like, my human design chart and stuff like that, because all of that shit is so important. And, like, people can look at it just face value, you know. I feel like these are all tools in order to figure out what we came here on earth to do, like, and why we are here, where are we, what are we working towards, you feel me? And that is so important. And I know, like, I just found out, like, which I already knew, but just looking at my human design chart, I'm a person that came here to evolve, to learn more about myself. You feel me? Like, that piques my interest always. It will always pique my interest. Like, tell me something about that I don't know about myself. You got me, my eyes is glued, like, my ears is alert, like, I'm ready to hear what you got to say. You feel me? All this other shit that's going on, I don't care about. Like, that's none of my business. This is me. Like, it's self. Like, you have to self-love, self-care, self-evolve. You have to do that shit first before you seek out external validation from friendships and relationships and whatever. You know, like, it's all self. But, you know, there's some people out here that has a different path that is not self. You know, they learn their lessons through other people. So that's what I'm saying. Even through the human design chart, you can see that. You feel me? And even just learning about that, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm over here learning something new. And I love learning more things about myself and the path that I was on and why things happen the way that it happened for, because I love clarity. And just as much as I got clarity yesterday from us having that conversation, she got just as much clarity as well. And I was just like, I just love that. Like, I love getting clarity on that, like, one, we made the right decision. Like, coming to where we are now, us coming into union, we had to learn those lessons individually in order for this union to come together. You feel me? So don't be sleep on a lot of these unions that happen, because it's because you did the internal work. And when you in union with these people that comes in, because it can be some people from the past, and it can be actually new energy. Pay attention to how you feel. Like I just told y'all, like I felt light, like it felt like my energy wasn't drained. We literally fasted until like, when did we eat? Like 5:30 or 6? Like we didn't eat shit like throughout the whole day. And we didn't even feel like hungry. We didn't feel like depleted, because we didn't feel angry or hangry or anything like that. No, y'all. We was literally just like on some flowing kind of shit. Like it was crazy. Like I was never once bored. Like I'm so serious. And me as a person, like I knew, I found that about myself too. Like, because I'm born on the third, we have the tendency to get bored easily. Because 3 is like childlike energy, you know, like with childlike energy, think of it like a child. Like you all constantly have to like give them attention and stuff like that. And I'm not saying I have to constantly have attention or constantly stimulate myself, but we do have the tendency to like seek out stimulation, you know. And throughout that day, like everything just flowed like smoothly. It was just like spirit was with us. We were seeing so many synchronicities of 222. Matter of fact, it was that day, 11/22/22. Like that's a day for us now. Like it's just, y'all, that was just a beautiful moment. And even out like for the rest of this week, like, you know, with Thanksgiving and stuff like that, like family being together, we are all sharing the lessons that we learned together in our separation, because we have to have separation. And then we come back, and that's how we'll have things to talk about, and it will get better and better, because we'll constantly be growing. We get stuck in, okay, I gotta learn this lesson. Now we get stuck out, okay, now let me share the lesson that I learned. So it can be like that, and it'll be an ongoing thing. And that's why I say that shit is so beautiful. So if that thing is happening for you guys, and y'all are seeing the changes, whether friendships are dropping, new people are coming in, just sit back, allow the change to happen, because I promise you it is all worth it. Like it was so worth it to be in that isolation period. Yes, we felt lonely. Yes, we nothing was going on, but now things are starting to happen, and it's just like, it's not like drastic or anything, because it's light energy, it's Sagittarius energy, but you are starting to feel lighter, because things are dropping. Failed relationships, failed friendships, stagnant energy, they're dropping. And you're like, okay, I want to explore. I want to do things I've never done before. I want to go somewhere I've never went to before, you know? And that's exactly what we did. Like, and it felt amazing. So I urge y'all to go ahead and do the same thing. Be spontaneous. Don't have a long, drawn out plan about what you're going to do. Just fucking do it. You want to do something, you want to go somewhere, do it. You feel me? But anyways, let me get into it with these star cards. You know, I hope you guys have had a great time during this season. And y'all, I just gotta tell y'all, it's just gonna get better, because I'm ready for Christmas. Like, I can't believe Thanksgiving. Like, y'all heard me talk about Thanksgiving. I've been talking shit about Thanksgiving. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I don't give a. I was telling y'all, I do not care about Thanksgiving, y'all. And mind you, Thanksgiving blew my mind this year. I can't lie. So just imagine Christmas. And like I said, I'm not even going to have my hopes up, but I'm just like, it's going to be great, because I'm going to make it great regardless. You feel me? Like, I'm still in gratitude. That shit is not going to change. That's the lesson that I learned this year, staying in gratitude. But Spirit, go ahead and show me what the... Ooh, these cards just came out. Oh, y'all, and I got this crystal that, like, and I'm literally having it right here with me, and it makes me get it's basically a crystal that helps you align with the divine even more. And I'm just glad that I got this crystal, because that was the only thing. I went to a crystal shop, and y'all know that was the only crystal I bought. Y'all, clap for me, okay? Clap for me, because that's crazy. Whew. She bought some crystals too, but I was just like, y'all know that the temptation, you be like, you see all these beautiful ass crystals, you want to get all of them. Y'all, I only walked out with one, and I was on some like, not on no like worried about money or anything either. It was just more so like, I have everything I need after getting that crystal, and that's literally what it was. I got the, what was it called? Celestine crystal. And I'm gonna see. I'm gonna tell y'all what it said. Hold on. Okay, my apologies. And it was already on the page. Okay, so I got the celestite crystal. It's a sky blue crystal, and it helps you connect to your spirit guides and guardian angels, so you never have to deal with life challenges alone. The high frequency vibration of this crystal will be like a guiding light for your soul towards love and harmony. Keep raw celestite crystals on your nightstand to be protected by your guardian angels while you sleep. Oh my goodness. And it was just saying, like, you can also access the pure vibrations of the crystal by placing a small celestite on your forehead to activate your third eye chakra before you go to sleep. And what's crazy is I ended up doing that without even reading this. It wasn't until after the fact when I just decided to put it on my third eye. And that happened. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And it says, manifest your intention to connect to the angelic realm, to receive guidance and inspiration while you sleep, and remember your dreams when you wake up. Celestite activates the throat chakra and helps you express the angelic messages with clarity. Celestite reminds us that the angels are always ready to teach, inspire, and protect us, guiding us to divine light and love. Y'all, that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. And let me see. I guess I could show y'all. Because at first I was like, should I show y'all? But I mean, it is what it is. Like, I got a little cluster. I probably can't see it too well. Let me try to put the light on or something. But yeah. Isn't it beautiful? I was just keeping it on my head in my hat. Because I don't have anything where to put it. But anyways. So yeah, the first two cards that came out. The first one, it says, card number 31. It says, embrace the dark. Shine your true light upon this earth. Period. And like I said, y'all, like, if you've been feeling, if this whole season, like, you know, the holiday season, say for example, you lost some loved ones and stuff like that, and it's hard for you to bear during this holiday season, that's in order for you to embrace the dark, you know, and shine your light, you know. Don't let the darkness consume you in this season, because yes, I know it can get hard, feeling lonely and stuff like that, but it's up to you to shine your light regardless of how dark it gets around you, because the darkness outside of you is not you, you know. You are the light that's in the darkness, period. All right, and then the next one that came out is number 23. Past life emotion lives in you. You are expressing more. It is releasing. Ooh. Y'all know how much I love these cards. I just do, y'all. And this is card number 23, y'all. Listen, when I tell y'all, like, I know past life emotion lives in me, and that it lives in you, like, especially when it comes to, like I told y'all, I've been talking to y'all about, like, twin flame journeys and stuff like that, and, like, it's very apparent, like, especially if you are on that twin flame journey. I'm not saying everybody is on the twin flame journey. We already talked about that. But if you are on that twin flame journey as well, it's just like that emotion. It's just like you're just drawn to a person, and it's just like you can't explain it. And y'all will be connected on the 5D. That emotion will be there in the 5D, but it's just not, you know, translated in this 3D. So even that, like, I've been having dreams about love and all of this, that, and the third. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, that's why I say, like, we are on a threshold for everything that we truly desire and more. And it's just like, it's coming soon. Like, all that emotion that you're feeling right now is from a past life. That's why I be wanting to know my past life so badly. And I will. In this lifetime, I will. I promise you, I'm going to know everything about myself. Period. You know, like, that's just that. But yes, like, and me just expressing that and telling y'all about it, like, not, you know, because I can be easily, like, I found that about myself too. Like, I'm more drawn to, like, privacy and keeping a lot of things to myself. That's why I was in that phase of, like, you know, being in the observer seat until I was just like, you know what, no, I need to say some shit, because these people are getting away with some shit and they wearing masks, and that's it. I just cannot stand that. So I was like, it's time for me to say something. You feel me? So me expressing more and telling y'all what has happened, what has transpired in my past and stuff like that, is allowing it to release, you know, like all the past past emotions I've had in past lives and stuff like that, I'm sure I was that person that allowed things. I was a Pisces in past life because that's my South Node. So yeah, like that's all water. And Pisces can be very like reserved. Yes, they're very like it's a water sign. So yeah, they have all these emotions and stuff like that. But some Pisces, they can be really reserved. My mom is a Pisces, so she don't really tell like or show her emotions, that much. But I'm sure she's an emotional person, but she doesn't show that. So I'm pretty sure I was that same way in that life, but I had to learn in this life, being a whole fucking Leo, like that's all about expression. You feel me? Like you see how I'm telling you about my life, and that's how like me understanding, knowing my south node was a Pisces, so I was a Pisces in a past life, and now me being a Leo here, that it allowed me to like, you know, express my emotions more so I can release all the hurt, because I'm sure being a Pisces in the past life, you were surrounded by a lot of death and stuff like that, so I had to overcome, all those emotions and just darkness and stuff. So that's why I say, like, y'all, it's so important to learn about yourself, look at your astrology, look at your human design, and so you can understand why you are the way that you are, and why things have to happen the way that it did happen. You feel me? Because it all comes together. It is all connected, y'all. It really is all connected. So yeah. But yeah, let's get into these cards. Let's see, Spirit. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Please and thank you. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Spirit, what do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Please and thank you. Whew, all right. So the one card that came out, it says wonder. It's a wonderful thing to be in a state of wonder. And when I'm a good audience to my life becomes a better and better theater. When something delightful happens, I can shout encore and be tickled when it happens again. When something maddening happens, I can laugh it off. Either way, I'm glad I got a ticket to the show. Oh my gosh. I love these cards, y'all. Like these two purchases that I got, like, I fucking love these cards. And I had so many insights even just reading that, because I remember I used to be taking like these classes about like how to like, tap in energetically and stuff like that, or manipulate the energy around you and stuff. And what came to mind, it was on Mind Valley. And what came to mind was when they were saying like, say for example, you were put in a situation, the universe, you're put in a situation and something bad happens or something good happens. When something good happens, just be like, universe, give me more of that. That's like you're acknowledging that that's something, those are more things that you would like to occur that way. Now, if things that happen that you did not like, it's important to you for you not to harp on it and be like, oh, I don't want things to happen like this anymore, da 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 da, because you're growing attention to that. Put only attention to the things that you did like she said, and this one's like encore, like, yes, more of that, spirit, more of that, universe, give me more of that. And then when the things that like there aren't things that you did not like that happen that occur in life, you can just be like, okay, well, that was a lesson that I learned. It's not a win or lose kind of situation. You were glad that you got the ticket anyways. You were glad that you got to experience that regardless. That's why I said that situation with the roommate situation that I talked to y'all about, I'm not regretting anything that happened. I'm not regretting us coming back into union, because there was a reason. It was a reason, because it all led to my spiritual awakening. Do y'all understand? And me having that spiritual awakening, it allowed me to eventually come here, because I had all of these downloads about what I wanted to do, and it started with the podcast, and I was putting all of these inspirations and stuff like that in my notes, and I didn't take action in that space because I was surrounded by that kind of energy. It wasn't until now, which was a whole 2 years later, y'all, like it's a whole 2 years later, where I'm actually putting the action towards it, and it's not for nothing. So that's what I'm saying, like, whether the good things that happen in your life and the bad things that happen in life, put more intention on the good things that happen and be like, universe, I want more of that. So the universe can map out more scenarios with it being more of that, more of the good things that happen. And whether it's the bad things, don't look at it as bad things. Just look at it as lessons that you have to learn in order to happen to your next season, you know? Like, either way, you got the experience. Either way, you got a ticket to the show. And that's period. Like, experiences, memories, that's all. Those are so important. And I had that conversation with my sis yesterday too. Like, it's so important to have those memories, because if you don't have those memories, you'll always live your life in regret. You'll always live your life on some, oh, I shoulda, I coulda, I woulda did this, that, and the third. And it's just like, no, like, do it. You want to do it, do it. You feel me? Whether the outcome is good or bad, it's not good or bad. Like, you had a chance, you had an opportunity to witness that. You had an opportunity to experience that. Whether it turned out good or bad, you learned from it. You grew from it. You know, like, those are so important, okay? All right, now let's see. What else do my listeners and viewers? Ooh. What else do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Please and thank you. And just seeing that, like, it's giving movies. Like, lately, I'll be like, my brothers, they want me to go watch Wakanda, and I definitely want to watch Wakanda. I'm going to definitely watch it. But it's giving movies, so you might be going out to the movies, you know? All right, Spirit, what do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Please and thank you. Oh, I like this card. This has never came out before. All right, so this one says, what are my best qualities? How can I showcase these qualities? Y'all, I feel like that is so important. That's why I say, like, I be telling y'all, like, figure out who you are. Look at your strengths and your weaknesses. What qualities do you have that you love and you want to showcase to other people? And I was saying, I was even brainstorming as well, because, you know, even with this platform, I love that I have this platform. I love that I started it. But it's always like, you think of like, okay, how can it get bigger? You know, because you can't stay stagnant. You should always think innovatively. You should always be like a visionary. And I know I'm a visionary, you know, so I'm always think of like, how can I showcase more of me, you know, in anything that I do? Because that's how I am. I'm just authentic. You feel me? So like, look at your situation. Look at your life. What are your qualities that you love? What are your qualities that you, like, when you're around family and friends, they love about you? How can you showcase that to people? How can you showcase that to your audience? Whether you started a business, whether you want your social media audience to grow, how can you showcase those qualities? You feel me? Like, I feel like that is so important, like, because you taking those steps in order to showcase the qualities that you love and that you've grown to love, the people around you have grown to love. That makes the people that come to you, your soul family comes to you, your soul tribe comes to you, because they see who you are authentically. It's not about like something just looking like a facade. Like, we aren't able to tap into who you actually are. You are not what you do. You are not the label that you put on yourself. Who are you? What qualities do you have? You feel me? So it's like, figure that out. And then how can you showcase those qualities more? Because there's so many masks that we put on. You know, I'm a teacher. I'm a caregiver. I work at a hospital. Okay. If you're not that, if all of these things were taken away, who are you? What qualities would you have if all of these things were taken away? Figure that out. And that's why I said, being in isolation, you'll ask those questions and it will come out. You, by just touching on something, buying something, whether that's like, oh, I want to buy some paint. I feel like painting right now. I'm expressing myself. Oh, wow, like, I can paint. I didn't even know that, but I didn't try to. I didn't try to paint. I didn't try to draw. So that, how could I know that that was a quality that I have? You feel me? So it's things like that. All right, but let's see with the tarot, what do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Okay, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'm flowing. I'm always flowing, y'all, but it's flowing up in here. Okay, like I said, I am channeling right now, y'all. Like, I'm channeling. That's why I'm glad I got this crystal. And not to just say it's all about the crystal, because y'all, like, people be want to buy crystals. I feel like I had to talk about this, y'all. Okay, it just came to mind. Okay, People just buy the crystal and they feel like that's just gonna be the solution to all their problems. No, like you actually have to do the act like the work as well. Like the crystal, just like these tarot cards, just like these affirmation cards, they're all literally resources that I'm utilizing. They're not the end all be all, the solve all, to all any solution that I have. No. And that goes down to that goes down to psychedelics, the drugs, and all of that. Even with weed, y'all. Like, listen, I'm not against weed, but it's just like somebody explained what weed was, and it was just like weed is like the teacher, and it's just like weed is a teacher, right? So the teacher, that's weed, right? Think of it like this. Stay with me, okay? Because they explained it. All right, so they said weed is like the teacher. Now, if you grow codependent on that teacher, then you're not growing as an individual. So every time that you consume weed, it's just like, okay, you consume weed just to get high. It's not to actually like elevate your mind or anything like that, or think of or help to inspire you or anything like that. It starts off that way, but when you grow codependent on it and you use it unhealthily, then how do you expect to grow? You feel me? And I say that because it came to mind because I do have some shrooms as well, and shrooms is the same way. That's the teacher. You feel me? But if it's not to be used in an unhealthy way where you grow codependent on it just to feel something, because if you're using it in that way, then you're literally coping, like with your issues. You're not actually actively trying to find solutions to your issues, whether that's, job, friendship, or anything. Like, you're coping with that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's best to like set your intentions when you are consuming, psychedelics, mushrooms, or whatever. Like, set your intentions and, go about your way. Like, what do you want to see? What do you want? You want clarity, you want discernment, that, and then they will show you. But if you're using weed and mushrooms and stuff like that as a way to just like, oh, let me just feel high for a second. Let me just like, have an out of body experience, and don't do anything with the information that you learn in that out of body experience. It's just like you're just chasing that experience and nothing more. So it's like you're stuck in a loop yourself. You feel me? And the divine had to show me that as well, because it was just like I was using weed like, okay, these people drained me. I was like, ooh, the day drained me, okay? Like, and I said, let me smoke me a little one too. And that's what it was. It was becoming a habit. You feel me? And I will always say, like, I'm not addicted to weed, because I'm truly not. Like, and I've proven to myself time and time again that I'm not addicted to weed. It was more so like the act of doing it, just to do it. Like, if it was there, let me just do it just to do it, And that's how it creeps up on you, where it's like, okay, it's a safety blanket. So you do it to feel safe. You feel me? So it's like, be mindful about that. Like, once again, I just smoked the other day, y'all, okay? Like, I don't have a problem with weed at all, but it's just about how you utilize it. And that's with everything here on earth. There's no good or bad. It's about what you choose. It's about what you utilize it. What do you utilize it for? Same with money. You can go down the list. Money is not good or bad. It's a resource, and it matters about what you use. What do you use it for? That's all that matters. Okay, Spirit. But let's go. Let's go. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Let me get like one more card. One more card. Ooh, okay, she gave me two. All right, Spirit. Let's see. Wow. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's start off with these first two cards, y'all. So the first two cards that I'm seeing right now is the Two of Wands and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so with this Two of Wands energy, it's given like, okay, even with both of these energies, they're looking out at the horizon, and they're just like, okay, what am I to do? Like, they're literally just harping and thinking like, okay, what am I to do? Like, you see all the problems in your life. You see everything that's transpiring, all these tower moments that's going on, you know, and you're just like, okay, what's next? And that's the question. What's next? You feel me? And she's looking out with this Two of Wands. She's looking out, but she's not looking at this opportunity that she has behind her. And it's just like, it's something that you don't even have to seek out. You don't have to look outwardly. Even with the Queen of Swords energy, she's just like, okay, where do I have to go to find this solution? Like, where do I have to go? Because obviously, like, I don't see the answers around me. So they're both looking out inside the horizon, outside of themselves. And I feel like a lot of people can take that resonates with them, because we fall into that trap of seeking outward validation, seeking external validation instead of looking within. So if she decided to stay at home and not, you know, be on some, oh, let me go out of my way, let me get out of here in order to find the answers, she will see that she has an opportunity waiting for her right here that she's not even looking at. And even with the Queen of Swords, I'm looking at this. She has a bird literally giving her a sign, and she's not even looking at that. She's not even looking at the bird. Like, because, you know, birds, I view that as spiritual signs from the universe, from spirit, you know? Like, they're like, hey, like, are you looking at me? So that's what I'm saying. All up in your head, and you're just like, okay, what's next? All right? It's not until you get into your Ace of Wands energy. That's third eye. I was just talking about third eye activation. Asking for discernment. Asking yourself, because you go within meditation. Always go within through meditation to figure out, okay, like, ask those questions, whether it's regarding a person, place, or thing. What's next? When you go within, you're tapping into your higher self. And higher self is aligned with the divine, your spirit guides. They know what's best for you. So you tapped into that. You ask the question, and it's just like, okay, wow, I know that I have everything that I need. I literally just have to utilize the things that surround me and not seek outwardly for things. And when you in that state, you're in a state of gratitude. I have everything I need. You don't have to go out of your way. Like, I'm content with what I have right now, because I know all of these things, the things that I have right now, the place that I'm at right now is all temporary. So now that's when your Ace of Pentacles, that opportunity will be able to come to you, because God is looking at you like, oh, wow, like, she's literally content with everything that she has right now. And literally, she doesn't even know how great it's about to get for her, because she's in a state of gratitude. She's not literally like chasing her manifestations. No, she's setting her intentions, and then she's like, okay, I know I want this, but I know it doesn't have to be right now. All right, and then I forget about it. Lock the box, throw away the key, and I'm keeping it pushing. And then when that manifestation comes in, that blessing comes in, I'm just like, oh my gosh. Look, I'm like, fulfillment, 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands. I'm literally in fulfillment. I have everything, all my manifestations. Look at this. That's abundance. My heart chakra is literally open right now. Center stage. You feel me? Everything that I truly desire and more. I'm in an overflow of abundance, because I was in a state of gratitude. I knew my blessings were coming. I just didn't know when. And I didn't care about when. I just knew it was coming. I had faith. I believed that it was coming. And now look, 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands, true abundance, true fulfillment. Right on the other side of the door, right on the other side of the threshold, y'all. Like I just told y'all, we are right there. It's a matter of you making those decisions, you analyzing your life, you cutting off those people, literally looking within, about being intentional about who you want to keep around you. Because if you let them people slip through the cracks while you in this energy, they gonna look at you. I just told y'all about people plotting that you keeping around you. You can't keep that kind of energy around you when your blessings are coming. Notice how she's by herself receiving that blessing. They're both by themselves. Some of this path, some of these journeys, you have to go through it alone. Because you have to have discernment about the people that you keep around you. Because these people want to nitpick. They want to get the blessing. They be like, oh wait, how come that's happening for you and it's not happening for me? Oh wait, you my friend, right? How come I don't get a piece of the pie? No, not everybody deserve it. All right, but if you do have any questions for your spirit guides, we're gonna go ahead and answer that question for your higher self, whatever, regarding a person, place, or thing. We're going to go ahead and answer that question, okay, Spirit? So answer any question that my listeners and viewers may have right now, please and thank you. Answer whatever question my listeners and viewers may have right now, please and thank you. Because I feel like my listening viewers, they in the state of wonder. You know, we love that. That's childlike energy. It's giving Sag energy right now. We're explorers. We're wanderers. We're like, okay, what is about to happen? What's next? So please answer any questions they may have right now in this season regarding the next season, our next chapter. Please and thank you. Okay, that flipped out. Okay, 3 cards came out, y'all. Y'all ready? All right, so we got a timeline, y'all. So first it said yes, but wait, it's gonna be within the next few weeks. Within the next few weeks. But what you have to do is be assertive. Can y'all see? Y'all have to be assertive. Y'all have to take action. You can say you want all of these things. You can say you want this, that, and the third. But it's like, okay, are you actively doing the work? Are you cutting off those people that you know you need to cut off? Are you being intentional about who you keep around you? Are you being intentional about the information that you consume on your timeline? You feel me? Be assertive if you want those manifestations to come. It's time to slay that fucking dragon. But you already know it's coming. So now that I've already given you the confirmation that you needed to hear today, because yes, Spirit already said, yes, it's happening. Yes, it's going to be within the next few weeks. So now you know what you got to do. It's just a matter of, are you going to do it? All right. But that is all I have for you guys today. If this message resonates, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And also share to anybody you feel may need to hear this message right now. I will see you guys next time. Y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Bye.